Hey guys, I'm Annie Designs, and today I'm going to talk about something that I think is pretty relatable to most cosplayers and otherwise artists. So, cosplayers are another form of artist, as many would definitely attest to. And like artists, we all have that piece that we're not exactly fond of, but it's also probably your most popular piece to date. Most of you probably know what I'm talking about and have experienced this if you post anything online. So today I'm going to tell you about one of my cosplays that falls under this category of my least favorite combined with pretty popular on the internet. So I've been cosplaying for almost 10 years now, and I have made quite a lot of cosplays in that time, quite a number, several per year. And surprisingly, my least favorite cosplay is actually not a cosplay from my earlier years. It's not from 2010, 2011, 2012. It's from 2014 when I was 17 years old. Now, the reason it's not my favorite is not just construction-wise, though construction is one of the big reasons. The cosplay I'm talking about is my classic Princess Daisy cosplay, which I made when I was 17 years old in 2014 and wore for a lot of 2015. This is based off of Princess Daisy's Nintendo 64 era look. So Mario Party 3 is probably the primary time where you see this outfit on her. But I'm a big fan of the Mario universe. I have quite a few collectibles. I quite enjoy the fandom most of the time. And I find that Mario characters are really fun to cosplay. You know, the princesses have the big dresses, but they also have the sports outfits. So I wanted to be a little different and do a little bit more of an obscure design, so I chose the classic princess look for Daisy. This costume, it has a lot of very good memories associated with it. There were some amazing photos taken of it. I've met some of my now dearest friends while wearing this cosplay. I won an award, the Yaya Han and Johnny Junkers cosplay judges picks at Pop Expo 2014 when that was still a full con. It was the first time I won anything in a masquerade with this costume. I also won an unnamed award because I wasn't there to pick it up, but no one could remember what it was. So it was the first costume I ever won anything with. It was a costume that was a bit of a milestone for me, but I still don't like it. Construction-wise, for a 17-year-old is not bad. For a 17-year-old with no lessons, a 17-year-old with no schooling and not much, what's a good word, guidance while making it. A lot of it was just based on me. I did it all. My mother did not assist too much on this one. But so the costume construction isn't bad for that. Compared to now, where I recognize the construction is pretty bad. The petals on the collar are uneven. The zipper in the back has a hole in it. And a lot of pieces are just not finished well. Just a lot of things. There's no structure, there's no finished seams, there's a lot of problems with the construction. Oh, and when I did the appliques for the little circles, I used stitch witchery to keep it in place, and then I appliqued around, and when I ironed it down, it got like this gluey substance all over the place. And it's still there, like in all the pictures it's there, you just can't tell. So yeah, construction-wise, one of my worst costumes. So although the costume was very poorly constructed, again, for some reason, it's still one of my more popular costumes online. It has the most comments, most likes, things like that on some of my social media. Every once in a while, like, you know, it will just go away and then resurface again. Comments will show up on the posts again, things like that. And the comments that are on there are usually some very high praise that I feel like the costume now does not deserve. One in particular that is pretty memorable to me was someone was claiming, wow, this is definitely your best cosplay work hands down. And this was posted like this summer of 2019. I now have an education in fashion and costuming. I've had a lot of practice in sewing. Trust me, Princess Daisy is definitely not my best work. Which I replied to that person, and they're like, oh, don't be hard on yourself. I was like, no, I'm being hard on my 17-year-old self. The next reasons are the biggest reason why it's my least favorite cosplay I've ever done. And it's honestly pretty sad that these reasons are the reasons, like these things cause this, but it's not the comments of praise and every once in a while the costume just coming back to haunt me that makes it my least favorite. It's the creepy comments this costume got. You would not believe how many weird comments, messages, etc. I got for cosplaying Princess Daisy from Super Mario. This is a children's game, an all ages game, but it's directed at children. Yet it's where I get all the weird messages. Nope, it's not the costumes where I have my skin showing. Nope, it's not costumes that are from a little bit more mature subject matter. No, it's Princess Daisy. And on photos where I'm 17 years old. So the type of comments and messages I'm talking about are mostly things like, OMG, you're my real life waifu, or people literally asking me to date them. Or people asking, do you have a boyfriend? If they find out yes, they reply with, oh, too bad, I'd love to date you. You would not believe how many of these kind of messages I received because of this costume. And again, keep in mind, when I was receiving these, I was 17 years old, and most of the people messaging me, most of the men messaging me, were well over the age of 25. Attention online is usually considered a good thing, but in this case, it definitely wasn't and isn't. Because again, it keeps coming back. I will never escape the Princess Daisy cosplay. And it's because of these weird comments and like these situations that I have decided not to cosplay Princess Daisy again. When I originally made it and realized all the problems, I wanted to remake this character. I really liked Princess Daisy. She's my favorite princess. But now I just can't do it. So I've now recently stuck to doing more Rosalina instead, and have preferred cosplaying her because I receive a lot less "will you be my waifu IRL" messages. Did I mention I also receive fetish comments because of this? Oh boy. So all in all, my Princess Daisy cosplay isn't a bad cosplay, but it's definitely my least favorite because of some of the poor memories associated with it, the poor comments, the bad construction, and the fact that it just keeps coming back to remind me about itself. Oh, gotta love the internet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my little story time video. I'm considering talking a little bit more about things like this in the future, little stories about things I've experienced in cosplay. Maybe they really have interest to some of you guys. Let me know down below. And remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.